YouTube channel, or if you are new, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below and keep up with all the craziness that is Spoonie and the Roomies. So today, I'm going to be doing my 28-week update, which is crazy. It means we are down to 12 weeks, and I am officially in my third trimester, which I am beyond happy about. Baby still has at least 10 weeks until she is considered full term, but we will take that day by day. So we have some testing that we're doing this week with my doctor's appointment. Fun stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary though. At 28 weeks, she is the size of an eggplant and putting on layers of fat. She now measures about 15 inches long and is about 2.2 pounds. And for Ava, she's about 2.5 pounds to 3, so 2.5 to 3 pounds at this point, because she is still measuring large. At this point, I do go to my doctor every 2 weeks, which is a little bit earlier than most people. It's usually right around this point, I think. Maybe after this appointment, I would have started going every 2 weeks, but I honestly don't remember. At this point, Baby has 2 more weeks to flip herself over into a, proper position. She is still sitting breech as far as I know. And then in 2 weeks we'll start pushing her around. Looking forward to that. Not. So this past week I've been super short of breath and I've had Braxton Hicks contractions like crazy. It's something that I'm going to bring up to my doctor just because I'm a little interested, because they don't really feel like Braxton Hicks. They do kind of feel like labor almost, not like painful enough or consistent enough, and they definitely don't, like, they stop, so I'm not super worried about it. However, it does feel more like a period cramp versus just like my stomach tightening. So yeah, it's just kind of weird. She's still moving around like crazy, so I'm not worried about that. This past week, I have averaged like 6 hours of sleep a night, which is insane. And some of that is just because we're still watching the dogs, and some of that is I'm not in my own bed. But I mean, I think that we're just kind of at the point where I'm going to start waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, which is the other fun thing that I've started to do. I have very little appetite. If you've been keeping up, then you know that between the acid reflux and some of the nausea that's starting to come back again, it's just crazy. Also, I've had like really weird wants to like do things, but like it makes no sense. Like, I really wanted to make chocolate chip cookies the other night, but I didn't want to eat them, and I think I've only had like 2 or 3 this entire time. So my parents are gonna have cookies when they come home. Getting really excited, and I'm still really hoping that I can do this naturally versus through C-section. I do think that, like, C-section wise, I think that each of them are hard in their own ways. So I think that C-section... Today is the day. So I'm doing my gestational diabetes test today. My appointment is at 9:25. So at your next visit, you will have blood drawn to screen for diabetes and check your iron level. If you are Rh negative, you will receive a ROGAM injection after these labs are drawn, which I'm not, so diabetes screening require you drink a special glucola. Blech. There it is. And have blood drawn 1 hour later. In order to make this less than time consuming, we will give you the soda and instructions at the visit before your test is due. On the day of visit, please do not eat a large meal within 3 hours prior to test. A small meal or snack is fine, and this should be finished at least 1 hour before drinking the soda. Watch intake of sugar, sweetened snacks, meal on this day. So I'm just gonna play it safe and not eat anything until after that. So if my appointment is at, I think, 9:25, then I feel like I should like be there 9:25. Let's do some math, guys. Oh, and then it gives me a spot to write everything down. Let's drink this grossness. I don't know, where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Orange flavor. I'm trying to see if I need to like shake it first or something. It doesn't say. How much is it? 10 fluid ounces. This like surprises me that this whole thing is 10 fluid ounces. But anyways, so it is now 8:06. So yeah, okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I don't remember what it tastes like, to be honest. Like flat orange soda. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. No, I lied, it's bad. I can do it. I got this little bit left. I can do it. Ugh. Done. So we are going to cap this. I'm going to try and keep it down because it was disgusting. Oh.
Can I help you?
Hi. I need to get, yeah.
The orange paper gives it away. Alright, let's see. We have to, when did you finish it?
I started it at 8:10. Yes. Because I made sure that I had it all done in the 5 minutes.
Yeah, pure sugar.
Oh, yes. I took a little sip and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. And then I started drinking it. And I was like, oh, this is entirely too much sugar.
Was that your first time that you've ever had to do it?
No, but I haven't done it in like 4 years. So.
You found that if, did you make it cold?
Yeah.
Did you use a straw?
No.
The secret is to use a straw.
Huh?
And just pretty much hold your nose and just chug.
Yeah, I just kind of, I took like spurts of it and then I was like, all right, I need to take a breath or it's just going to come up.
Yep.
And that would just completely defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you don't have to do it
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Hopefully not.
All right, dear. You are all checked in and ready to go. And they will be out for you probably at 9:10.
Sounds good.
And then you'll have time from the time you're done here to go next door and get checked in.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Allergies, adhesive bandages, bee stings, cat flags, flag tags.
Yep.
Poison ivy, bed bugs, okay. And aside from the prenatal vitamins, Flexeril is needed, and Tums.
I took,
Or Rolaids rather.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been taking Tylenol for my hip.
Okay. Extra strength, regular strength.
Regular.
1 or 2 tabs.
2. And then however many times it says in a day.
Okay. Good pharmacy for you, giant Carlisle pipe.
Yep.
Okay. When's your due date again?
The 9th of July.
Yeah, still a little ways to go there.
So close, but so far.
Yeah. Your blood pressure's beautiful. Okay, have you all checked in? Alright, she should be in shortly, okay?
Alrighty.
Alright, thank you for your time. You take care, alright?
You too.
Thank you.
Well, for whatever reasons, like some mornings she doesn't want to move at all, and other mornings I can't get her to stop, and I'm like, can we just pick a time, kid?
Yeah.
Drinking plenty of water. You're not a sun goddess. I don't have to worry about you in the summer sitting baking in the sun, right? Yeah, that baby's enjoying that sugar. Like a 2-year-old after you give him a lollipop. Questions, concerns today?
I did have a couple questions actually. So I've been getting like Braxton Hicks contractions the past probably like week,
Okay.
but they felt a lot more like almost period cramps, not
Okay.
like
So how often would you say? A couple times a day, a couple times an hour?
They went on for like 3 days straight. They weren't regular at all, but they were a little uncomfortable. I was at the point where I was like, all right, if this continues, I have to call. Just because it was uncomfortable. And it's like every couple days, but it seems like it's an all day long event.
Okay. Did you do a good clean catch urine for us today?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna send that, make sure you don't have a bladder infection.
Okay.
Because if there's anything going on with your bladder, it will irritate the uterus. It's like
Okay.
a domino effect. But the main thing with contractions is it's typically because of, some degree of dehydration. So whenever you're feeling them, just really guzzle down some fluids.
Yeah.
And pay attention to what you've been doing, see if it's just even if it's all day, but it's
Right.
only like once an hour, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you're getting them, then you're starting to feel like, all right, these I need to really keep track of how often
Right.
they are, and they're more than for an hour,
Okay.
and you guzzle down fluid, and you maybe take
Yeah.
a warm bath,
Well,
and
that
it
was the other
continues.
thing that was kind of confusing to me is because it was like, all right, maybe I need to drink some more water. And I know the other thing is generally when you get up and you move and you change positions, they tend to stop.
Mhm.
But they were going on even while I was standing.
Yeah.
So I was confused about that.
Yeah, I think you just, if they get to that point where they're like 4 or 5 an hour,
Okay.
and you've done the warm bath, you've done the hydration, let us know, we'll bring you in just to
Okay.
make sure there's nothing else going on, and also, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because it's like, you need to drink a lot of fluid, but then
Right.
you need to keep that bladder empty, because a
Exactly.
full bladder will irritate the uterus also.
Yes. That I have
So it's a
noticed as
balancing
well.
act.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the other thing is, my left hip, has been driving me absolutely crazy on Saturday. It hurt so bad, it was to the point where I could barely walk. I was in so much pain.
so it's just the left hip.
It feels like it literally goes like around my hip joint.
It doesn't then shoot around down and into your leg
Nope.
like sciatica. Do you wear a belly band at all?
I do not.
Okay, get a belly band.
Okay,
You need to get some support around all of this,
okay,
and that will help take some of the pressure off of your hip.
okay.
But if that doesn't do it, and try that first, okay, you can get them on Amazon for like 15
Yeah.
bucks. I could always see sending you to physical therapy and see if that will
Okay.
help at all. Okay, because it's basically the change, the hormones, the softening, and
Right.
the muscles, things like that, and then
Yeah.
how the baby's lying. It's
Yeah, and she's definitely a lot lower than I carried my first daughter, so
Okay.
I'm sure there's certain
Yeah,
muscles.
but the belly
that are
band is key.
Okay.
Because that actually, sometimes having the belly band will stop those contractions as well.
Awesome.
Just giving some support to all of
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Is there a certain brand that you would recommend?
No, I do like the one, because they have one that just wraps around,
Uh-huh.
which is kind of nice because it supports the hips, you can tighten it as
Right.
Velcro. But I kind of like the one that goes like this here, and there's up here, and then
Okay.
there's a belt that goes in the middle.
Gotcha.
I think it just supports
The
everything
extra
better.
support. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next visit, Tdap vaccine.
Okay.
So that's the vaccine to protect the baby against
Yep.
whooping cough, okay? And like I say, I'm gonna send you urine today, make sure there's nothing going on with that, and then we'll let you know the results of the labs.
Alrighty.
Okay, that is
Thank
yours.
you.
Oh, every 2 weeks, make some more appointments, you don't have any
Gotcha.
more after
Yeah.
this.
I noticed that when I checked
Yeah.
to see what time my appointment was today. I was like, oh, I must be switching every 2 weeks now.
Mhm. Yes, time. All right,
Alrighty.
we'll be in touch, have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.